This week's exercise is a slap and pop groove that also features some difficult lines that are played with the strumming technique. Let's take a look at how to play it. So before the first main bar of the exercise, we have a 2-beat pickup which begins on the and of beat 3, and this is the part of the line that's played with the strumming technique. It's going to sound like this: 1, 2, 3. Okay, so to play this, we're going to fret the E and the A down at the second frets of the D and G strings. I recommend fretting those notes with the first and second fingers on your fretting hand. And for the picking hand, we're going to strum downwards across the strings, allowing the fingernails to strike the strings. That's what gives us the aggressive attack when strumming. And then we're going to bring the fingertips back upwards to strike the strings on the way back up. Like that. So those are the first two strums. We're going to follow that by releasing the E, so we get the open D string ringing. We're going to keep the A fretted, but now it's going to be against the open D, and then we strum twice more. And then we're going to finish off this little pickup by slapping the C at the third fret of the A string, and I recommend that you fret that with your third finger. And you can afford to allow all this to ring in, all the notes to ring into one another, because that enhances the kind of chordal nature of the strummed part that we're playing here. Okay, that leads us into the first main bar, and we're going to open the bar with this phrase on beats 1 and 2. So we're slapping the open A string, that's a dotted quaver, and then we pop the octave A at the end of the first beat, so on the final semiquaver subdivision. So literally just pushing you into the second beat of the bar. So on the second beat, we're going to rest for the first half, and then we're going to slap the open A again, like so. Now, what happens after this is at the end of each bar, we're going to be playing that strummed chordal figure again. So that completes the first bar. Now, moving into the second bar, we're going to take that opening slap figure and we're going to keep the rhythm, and we're just going to change one of the notes. So we're now going to be slapping the low F, first fret of the E string, and we're going to keep the A as it was before. Okay, so, and then we follow that with the strummed phrase again. So from the beginning up to the end of bar 2, it's going to sound like this: 1, 2, 3. Okay, that leads us into the third bar of the exercise. Now at this point, we've just played the strumming figure, and we're going to play a G bass note, and we're going to keep the A on the top as we did before. Now, coming out of that strummed figure into this G bass note can be tricky, because your third finger is going to be on the C, so we're going to need to move the second finger up and put it onto the E string, like so. And then we follow that with the chordal figure as we did before, and then the fourth bar of the exercise is the same as the first bar, just on the open A again. And that's the point where the line repeats. Okay guys, I hope you've enjoyed the latest instalment in my Bass Lick of the Week series. Don't forget that, as usual, you can download the PDF worksheet and backing track by clicking on the link below, and as ever, please do let me know your thoughts in the comments box. I'll see you next week for another bass groove.